Yes, with that we welcome Gangotri from our HomeLife Jeevan Punni. How are you, Gangotri?
I'm good, Jeevan. How are you?
Excellent. That's a bold statement we made off air, but prior to that.
When it's a slow market, it means that there are less buyers and there are less sellers.
Absolutely.
Right? Overall, the market, the volume goes down.
Yes,
right? That's what a slow market is. Now, I believe that every situation is an opportunity.
Yes.
Uncertain market, slow sales.
Yeah.
Gives you better negotiating power.
Absolutely,
for sure,
absolutely.
Right? Now, this is a perfect opportunity for you to scale up.
Absolutely.
Scale up, scale down, whatever it is, you have the bargaining power, you have the negotiating power.
So, are you personally feeling this is a good time to enter the market?
100%. I don't even say 100%. I would say this is the best time to enter the market.
Okay.
Because I personally, if you ask me, I will always want to buy cheap. Right? If you are also buying, you would want to buy cheap. If prices are low, why will I not enter the market? Tell me.
No, absolutely, and obviously.
And as you said, sorry, Jeevan, but interest rates are also low.
Yeah, that plays a key component.
Right.
By the end of this podcast, I just got a saying that Gangotri said you should be motivated enough to buy or sell your home. Yes, with that we welcome Gangotri from our HomeLife Jeevan Punni. How are you, Gangotri?
I'm good, Jeevan. How are you?
Excellent. That's a bold statement we made off air, but prior to that, we're definitely going to start with how the market is in today's day and age, and what do you have to say about the market we are in now?
Jeevan, everybody knows the market. I think this is one of the realities we have to accept, that when we go out and meet people, everyone has an opinion on the market.
Yes.
Correct?
Absolutely.
And what do you think? It's the market slow, fast, medium?
Well, yeah, if you're asking me, I would say it's comparatively quite slow.
Correct.
As what we're used to.
As what we are used to, right?
Yes.
It's a slow market, that's for sure. I mean, it's a no-brainer. And when it's a slow market, it means that there are less buyers and there are less sellers.
Absolutely.
Right? Overall, the market, the volume goes down.
Yes,
right? That's what a slow market is. Now, I believe that every situation is an opportunity.
Yes.
Right? So what happens in a slow market? Now, market is always filled with buyers and sellers. It can never happen there is only buyers and no sellers. It will always be tilted to one side or the other.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
Correct. Now, why am I saying it's an opportunity? Because imagine if you are a buyer.
Yes.
Right? Uncertain market, slow sales.
Yep.
Gives you better negotiating power.
Absolutely,
for sure.
absolutely.
Right? Now imagine a person who's right now renting it out.
Right.
Staying in a one-room basement. Staying in a condo.
Right.
Staying in a place where my maintenance is very high, cannot live there, whatever be the situation.
Right.
This is a perfect opportunity for you to scale up.
Absolutely.
Scale up, scale down, whatever it is, you have the bargaining power, you have the negotiating power. Supply is limited, yes, but this supply is, by the way, we are in Ontario, we are in Canada.
Yes.
Housing supply is going to be a challenge. No matter how much we build, it is never going to go away in the blink of an eye. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely, but I also want to add, when you said about buying at this moment, don't forget the interest rates have also come down as compared to what it was a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So that is another thing.
Absolutely.
So do you have any, I mean, I think you have already given part of the advice to the buyers. So are you personally feeling this is a good time to enter the market?
100%. I don't even say 100%. I would say this is the best time to enter the market.
Okay.
Because I personally, if you ask me, I will always want to buy cheap. Right? If you are also buying, you would want to buy cheap. If prices are low, why will I not enter the market? Tell me.
No, absolutely, and obviously.
And as you said, sorry, Jeevan, but interest rates are also low.
Yeah, that plays a key component.
Right.
Because our purchasing power, with our dollar deflating a bit in comparison, it has gone down, right? So having said that, even I've seen the listings that are out there. Before, obviously you remember, we used to overbid.
Yeah.
Something is 800,000, we're paying 900,000.
Yeah.
But what I'm seeing now, contrary is, if you talk about pre-construction, builders are giving so many incentives behind the scene, and in resale market, I have seen the homes that are being sold $100,000 to $300,000 less. So that is a golden opportunity to get into it.
Absolutely. And real estate is always a safe asset.
Yes.
It's one of the best assets to own. If every person should always invest in real estate, enter in the right time, enter in the right price.
Yes.
Is the price right? Absolutely, we answered that. Is the timing right? Absolutely, we answered that.
Absolutely.
Yes. One should always, always make sure that you have the wherewithal, the financial, blanket to be
Yes.
able to cover your purchase.
I actually want to add a little bit to that. See, when as a viewer, you guys know, okay, sometimes you get the seller's market, sometimes you get the buyer's market. So we're not saying it is a perfect market for all.
Yeah.
But like you said, even in countries that are overseas, they always say when problems do arise, they don't say it's a problem, they say it's an opportunity, because when you're solving an opportunity, that's where your gains are. So what I'm trying to mention to you is, you guys go back to your professional realtors. Don't use, and this is my advice, but it's all up to you, don't use people that are not very active. They don't have the knowledge. You might think you're saving, but you could be at a loss.
Absolutely.
And I can honestly vouch for Gangotri. She is a go-getter. She's always there. You guys can call her directly for any type of advice. Actually, and by no means you have to come to Gangotri, but I would like you to share your number. At least if anybody does find your content valuable, they can call you.
Yes, my number is 647-545-7043, and you can always contact me. I'm with HomeLife Jeevan. I'm working with Jeevan, and anytime anyone.
One more time, the number, please. But let's go a little bit slower so people can call you.
My number is 647-545-7043. I repeat, 647-545-7043.
Yes, and moving on, and what advice do you have for realtors as well? Because realtors in this day and age could be deflated. They don't know what to do, where to go. I mean, what can, especially the new realtors, and
it's a tough time to start, actually, I believe, right?
Yes.
If you have to really, if it's tough, then you have to work the extra mile, right? You have to work harder. That's one thing.
Yes.
For sure, if you're a new realtor. Is business not happening? No, business is happening. People are buying. Let me tell you, the last month, Jeevan, you'll be surprised, I had a 10% increase in sales. And sales are going up. People are coming out of the winter hibernation mode. Spring is coming in. Rates are going down. People realize that it's a good, we don't realize an opportunity till it's gone.
Yes. And there's another incident, Gangotri, I want to bring it to the people that are the sellers, because that happened twice in last 2 months. So as a seller, please make sure you have enough equity in your house. So when you are selling that property, you want to make sure that equity will be good enough to pay off your mortgage and the realtors and other expenses. Because it has happened twice where the seller actually sold their homes, but when it actually came to closing, they couldn't close. You have heard about buyers not closing.
Yes, now sellers also, exactly.
Now the sellers, there are few cases, so please, our advice to you guys is, please make sure your selling price does justify your covering of any expenses that might arise from the sale of your property.
For sellers, Jeevan, and I would like to really put on, because many people are saying that, is it a good time to sell?
Yes.
Right? If it's a good, it can never be a good time to buy and sell at the same time.
Right.
Right? Because the market will always favor one side. Balanced market does happen, but that also is, it's not always happening.
Absolutely.
So now for a seller, I would say, Jeevan, that is it a good time to sell? If you can hold, hold.
Yes.
If you can hold, then hold for another year. I will not say that this is the best time to sell, but if you are selling to purchase something else, perfect time.
Yes, because I know multiple people have booked their homes or condos, and they were counting on using the equity from the existing home, whether through the sale or getting the equity out to pay for the new mortgage of the new home. If you are in that, please try to get your finances straightened out 5, 6, 7 months prior, so you won't get any surprises, because the appraisals are coming below than what our expectancy is. So please do look at that
numbers. Yes.
And is there any other thing that you want to add or bring up for our viewership?
Yes, I also another question I keep getting a lot, Jeevan, is that we are in the middle of recession.
Okay.
What's going to happen? There's a lot of uncertainty, lot of hesitation.
Okay.
Always I tell my buyers, or even sometimes sellers, my clients, customers, that whenever there is uncertainty and hesitation, means people are waiting, holding back before making a purchase.
Absolutely.
Correct? Which means with every, earlier it used to happen, every offer used to happen, I used to get multiple offers.
Yes.
Offers have gone down, right? Sellers, price your home right.
Absolutely.
If you price your home right, trust me, I've been looking at numbers, and if a home is priced right,
they sell.
Because
absolutely.
people want to buy.
And the other thing I want to let everyone know, I know people are all, including myself, and the news are looking at tariff and what's happening the south of the border, this and that.
Yes.
My personal take on that as well, yes, it's scary, and yes, all the builders, developers / resale buyers and sellers are on a hold. Nobody wants to make that decision. But one thing I will say, I mean, from the cave days or from the stone ages, whatever, the life always went on.
Yeah.
So regardless whether we're going to have 5, 10, 25, 50% tariff or whatnot, I assure you, the life will go on. We will all make our adjustments accordingly. When one door closes,
another
the other
opens.
So I'm saying to you all guys, just stay positive.
Yes.
And I'm not just saying be positive. Be educated on what the situation is.
Yeah.
But the life will go on.
It is historically proved, Jeevan,
Yes.
that see, two things. One is that tariffs, what is happening across the border, what's happening globally, lots of things are happening and will keep happening.
Yes.
Okay, in the next year also something else will happen.
Right.
Canadian real estate market is extremely regulated.
Yes.
Okay. It's historically, if we look at prices, you will see the curve has always been steadily growing upwards.
Upwards.
Right. So then, do we need to panic? Yes, there will always be a few people here and there who cannot close. There will be closures.
Yes.
In a market, there is always, we are working with 10 to 15% of bad debt. It is for sure. That's why it's called profit and loss. It's never called profit and profit. Right?
Unless you buy with Gangotri.
Yes, that's what exactly, you're right. Real estate is a sure shot winner.
Yes.
Sure shot winner. But be prepared to hold on to it.
Yes, when the times are tougher, you might have to hold.
Yes.
But that is like in anything. I mean, people buy stocks, people buy mutual funds. So even in that, it fluctuates. But real estate historically have proven to be one of the best things.
Best assets.
And yes, so our recommendation to you guys is, if you have, as an end user, whether you're a first-time home buyer, this is a perfect time. According to us. I'm not saying we are 100% right, but we are taking educated guesses according to what it is. Now we're getting good deals. It's a good time to enter if you're a first-time home buyer and if you're looking for good prices and incentives. And with that, I would like you to make any closing remarks. If there's anything else you want to add, by all means, go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Jeevan, for that. Real estate is the best asset, I feel. Entering the market, you can never time it right, but you can try your best to make sure that the time you enter is right. So it's in your hand, guys. Make the right call, make informed decision, make bold decisions that impact you to the positive side. Thank you.
There you go. You got the best from Gangotri and myself as a host, Jeevan Punni from HomeLife Jeevan Realty. Thank you so much, Gangotri.
Thank you.